swimming upside down. Her name is Corky, and she is actually our oldest whale here at SeaWorld. Corky is 55 years old. Makani is actually one of our youngest whales. He is 7.
Whoa! Okay.
Corky weighs about 8,300 pounds.
Makes sense because he's super fat.
He weighs
Makani
8,300
is just a
pounds.
little bit behind her at 7,900 pounds. And different types of fish like herring or sardines.
Hello everybody, we are seated here to wait for the Orca show. So they are there at the back. So stay with us till the next show. If you want to get wet, you stay on the lower rows.
The world has one interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to Orca Encounter. My name is Elizabeth, and I'm honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. There's nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behaviors. We hope this Orca Encounter will help give you a better understanding of this magnificent creature and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types of ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, The orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Killer whales really are a natural wonder, and Shuka will help show us some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed for grabbing a quick breath of air from the surface of the water. Even their eyes work to their advantage. You might think their eyes are that white patch on the side of their head, but that's a visual distraction. Their eye is in the corner of their mouth in the black space, camouflage from crashing prey. That tall fin on their back is called a dorsal fin. It helps to stabilize them when they swim and regulate their body temperature. Now you may notice in some of the larger whales that fin may begin to grow over time. That's because there is no muscle or bone structure inside. Unlike the pectoral flippers, which have 5 bony digits inside, just like the human hand. Now those pectoral flippers are used mostly for steering and stopping. The lobes on either end of their tail are called flukes. This is our killer whale's engine. Killer whales can swim up to 30 miles per hour, which is as fast as a speedboat. But they swim the fastest and use the most energy when they propel their nearly 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales also use body language as a form of communication. A pectoral slap at the surface of the water can be used to show dominance or to take notice. For example, a pec slap might be used to get their trap's attention. So when they really want to be heard, they breathe. Spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate when they hunt ocean scripture.
They're wet.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, holding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture a sea lion by pulling it right off the beach. You can see teeth here at the front of the pool showing us a similar behavior. Antarctic orcas will actually create a wave that washes over floating ice and knocks off unsuspecting seals. You can see Chico demonstrating this unique wave-making technique right at the front of the pool, showing off one of the many complex and impressive hunting abilities that killer whales have developed around the world. Now you've just seen those waves splashing right in front of you, but it's hard to imagine how much water is actually displaced until you feel it firsthand. Are you guys ready to get wet? Fortunately, all of you in the lower section have volunteered to feel the power of the killer whale. But watch out, that salt water's a chilly 55 degrees.
Before we're going up.
Now, we've learned that killer whales live in every part of the ocean, so it makes sense that they eat all kinds of prey, including other whales. If you look up on the screen, you can see the actual size of a blue whale, the largest animal on Earth, at 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a killer whale. So how does a whale this size create a whale that size in the wild? It's all been possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday killer whale life. It's how they teach young whales to hunt and how they practice their skills as they grow. Orcas spend lots of time interacting and showing off this playful behavior. both in the wild and of course here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is when a whale swims fast at the surface, breaking out of the water briefly. Orcas love to be touched, so they'll always rub their bellies along rocks when they can. If you look at the front of the pool, you'll see Nakai demonstrating a very similar behavior, just like we see whales do in British Columbia. You'll also see whales in the wild imitate each other. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. The whales are always mimicking and learning from one another. Playful behavior does have a purpose. A tail whip is used in hunting to stun fish. But today, it looks like that same tail whip is going to be stunning all of you.
It got to us here.
Hey, you guys so fast. You.
Trying to run when you got me.
I thought it would get us here. My God, that was like. She was quick to jump out.
Now I'd like to take this time to introduce you to one of our whales. Coming, making his way to the front of the pool. Nakai is a very active and very smart whale. He loves to interact mostly with orcas and, of course, with his trainers. Now, Nakai has also participated in a number of research studies that have helped his wild counterparts. We challenge our whales to learn something new every day to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play help to keep these whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all over the world. If we work together, we can protect the future of the Oceanus orca and this beautiful place that we all share.
That's about the show. I hope you also enjoy. Okay, till next time.